All right, power rankings time. New and improved. Last week there wasn't a lot of movement.
No.
Only the Cubs and the Rangers
only two
switched
movement.
at
A lot of movement
10 and
this
9.
week.
This week we're back to having a good
Whole
bit of
lot
movement on this week's top 10.
All right, so let's get started. Number 10, they were not ranked last week. The D-backs.
Yeah, you know, the Cubs were here at 10 and then 9.
Yep.
And now, spoiler, I guess, moved them out.
Yeah.
The D-backs are slightly behind in that wild card race, behind the Cubs, who hold down the number 2 spot. The Diamondbacks have gotten into that 3 spot, but it is really close. And if the D-backs go into Wrigley for 4 games and take 3 of 4, with the standings as close as they are, I couldn't justify putting the Cubs over the D-backs for that spot when they just went into Wrigley and dominated them in a really important series. So for me, I have the D-backs here at 10.
Number 9, also not ranked last week, the Blue Jays.
Yeah, the Blue Jays have won a few games in a row, 3 in a row. They're 80 and 63 now. It's all about peaking at the right time. The Blue Jays are playing really good now. Not saying now is the right time to peak. Well, actually, for wild card teams, now is kind of now's the time to peak. And they're playing really good. The stadium's rocking. You got Kevin Kiermaier on the microphone, taking the microphone after the game and pumping up the crowd, telling them they are going to be in the playoffs. October's around the corner. See you guys there. I love it. I love the enthusiasm. The Diamondbacks or the Blue Jays could be a problem in the playoffs. They got to get there first, but they're playing really good right now, and they just got to the 80-win mark this weekend.
All right, number 8, down 2 spots. The Phillies.
Yeah, the Phillies have only won 4 of their last 10 games. I'm not worried at all about
No, they're
going to
be fine.
Ranger Suarez had a really dominant start over the weekend, a career high in strikeouts, 10 Ks, and that's a huge key for this team. The Phillies, they can hit. Can they pitch behind Wheeler? Because Nola's often a little streaky. What are you going to get from Ranger Suarez? But they have the makings of doing what they did last year. They're that talented. They're going to get in the playoffs, just not the best week. They're 78 and 64, slid them down a couple spots to number 8.
At number 7, also down 2 spots, the Brewers.
Yeah, same sort of deal with the Brewers. Not a great week. They're sitting here at 79 and 63 now, still leading the NL Central. They're looking good to get into the playoffs. The Brewers are always so perplexing to me.
Okay.
Because the offense is, it's so hit or miss. And I worry about them come playoff time. They will get in. I just do have my worries about the Brewers. They can really pitch. But will they be able to hit in the playoffs? They're here at number 7.
Number 6, also down 2 spots, the Mariners.
Yeah, the Mariners had a rough go of it. And they have had a rough go of it really since the calendar turned to September. It's been a rough few series for them. They're 79 and 64. They've been really good since the All-Star break. So the big picture is good.
Yeah.
The short term hasn't been good.
No.
Had to slide them down. They played themselves into a playoff spot. They played themselves into the division lead. They immediately gave that up. Yeah. And now we're seeing them. They're going to fight for a playoff spot.
This is not the time you want to be playing like this.
This is not the time.
No.
You got the George Kirby situation.
It's just weird vibes
weekend.
right now in Seattle.
Weird vibes.
Things were going really amazing. They were like the best team in baseball in August.
Weird vibes,
and then now it's just like, what's
Had to
going
bump them
on,
down.
man? What's going on?
Had to bump them down to number 6.
Let's move to your top 5. All of these teams are on the up and up. At number 5, the Rays up 3 spots.
Yeah, 88 and 56. The Rays have been playing really good baseball. They're pitching really well. Just talked about him as my closer of the week. Pete Fairbanks, nasty back into the bullpen. Offense has been doing enough. The pitching, somehow, some way, with all the injuries they've had all year long, just continue to get it done. And the Rays aren't out of it when it comes to that AL East. That the Orioles had a good week as well. Furthered their lead a little bit, but don't sleep on the Rays. The Rays season has been really good, really average, and now they're back to being
trending
really
back
good
up
again.
in the right time.
Yep.
So is this next team at number 4, the Astros up 3 spots.
Yeah, also trending. They're playing really well right now, and I know they did have that weird series against the Yankees where they got swept at home. But prior to that, it was one of those dominant performances in Fenway. that I've seen in a long time. And then the series against the Texas Rangers, that was one of the most dominant series. It was.
Yeah.
They're the only team in history to score, 39 runs and have 16 homers in a 3-game series. The offense is not an offense you want to run into right now. The pitching, when Framber's going, it's great. Justin was really good. The Astros are playing really, really well right now.
Yeah, they are. At number 3, holding strong, Dodgers.
Yeah, Dodgers holding strong here, 87 and 55. Yeah, you know, the Dodgers are really good, and they've had some problems come up that are, I think, that will affect them in the playoffs. But as of right now, it's, you know, not a great week, so weak, but a really good team. One of the best teams in baseball still. They have 87 wins. They're going to get to 90 here shortly. Yeah, the Dodgers, they're just staying put here.
Mm-hmm. At number 2, probably one of the best starts to September, the Orioles.
God, I love this Orioles team. They're so fun. And they're at 90 wins now on the season. The next team to get to the 90-win mark, just the first American League team to get to 90 wins, the second team in baseball to get to 90 wins.
This is good for you, for someone who wants to go to the bird bath.
They're so fun.
I've
said all year long, all I want to do is sit in the bird bath. That's all I want to do.
White T-shirt, wet T-shirt concert.
The guy just squirting water up on everybody, and I'm just going to be there soaking it all in.
I don't want this visual.
Just soaking it all in. And we're going to have video of it. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
We're going to need the slow motion video.
Wet T-shirt contest in the bird bath.
Just Ben.
It's coming.
Just to clarify. Just Ben.
Just Ben.
All right. At number 1, best team in baseball, the Atlanta Braves.
The best team in baseball. They are at 93 wins. They are the cream of the crop in Major League Baseball. They have clinched a playoff berth, the first team in Major League Baseball this season to clinch the playoffs. They are days away from clinching the division for the 6th time in a row. This is the best Atlanta Braves team that I've ever seen, and I grew up an Atlanta Braves fan. This is the best team in baseball, and they are going nowhere anytime soon. They are number 1 in this week's top 10 new Major League Baseball Power Rankings.